Hey, what's happening, everybody? What is going on? Look who's back. Back again. Yes, it's my mom, Old Haney, and me, Jason Thrifts. And we're here tonight for a fun show that I
Oh,
forgot to have
it's
ready.
just so good to be back, everybody. And the chat, you guys are already sending all kinds of notes. Hello to you all. I'm just excited to be back and have fun with all of you tonight. We got lots to show you, lots to show you. But first, I better do
Okay.
some recap. Peg's weather.
Hold on a second. I want to get our graphic up.
Oh, okay, sure. Maybe.
Well, it doesn't like that screen, which I've never seen that before
Oh,
in my
wow.
life.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not mom trying to do that.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
we
for those of you who are new, and I saw a lot of people chatter on the thrifting board, and I hope you joined us. Let me know if we have any newbies in the audience today. I used to do a show once a week called Thrifty Business on Thursdays with a whole ton of segments and guests and stuff. And then Mom and I would do a show on Sundays where part of her show was her big haul for the week. And, like with everything, sometimes life gets so busy that you got to cut some things out, and took a lot of time to prep 2 shows a week. So unfortunately, had to eliminate these shows, but we do them from time to time. And Mom has got a free haul, meaning she didn't even pay a Peggy quarter for it. And then since we decided to do this show, I've been to a famous house here in Las Vegas, and I've been to 2 days of garage sales at this house and found some amazing things. So I thought I'd show some stuff too.
Yep.
The whole point of the haul shows is to show you, the thrifter, the reseller, what's out there, what can be found, the prices we're paying, and things you have probably never would have looked at in your entire life, like CDs, I'm sure some of you,
Right.
and records and stuff. And so that's the reason of this. Plus, we're also going to we're going to start with some of the scores, things we've already found and I've already sold, to show you how well our skills work.
Sometimes, yes, for sure. For sure. Well, as I said, it's nice to be back. The Ohio weather still sucks. This morning, I'm going to my granddaughter's soccer game at 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's 34 degrees and snowing on April 6th. Give me
Why
a
do you still live there? I don't
I know, or
understand.
7. What is it? 6. Yeah, 6 today. It's so bad. So bad. But luckily, some good news for mom. I am heading to Florida on Wednesday and down to Key West for a couple of nights. And so I'm looking forward to some warm weather. That's for sure. That's for sure. And let's see. Do I have to give a sports update? I've got my shirt on tonight. Cleveland Cavaliers.
Wait, I forgot to do the weather. You already
Yep.
did that.
Well,
You've
yeah.
already done travels.
Okay.
Sports now.
Sports.
Now,
Yeah.
now with the sports, Peggy.
Hello. Cleveland Cavs have done great. We have had a fantastic season watching them. They had 3 different runs where they had 15 in a row, 15 in a row, and 16 in a row, and it's just been so exciting. They are in the playoffs. Oklahoma Thunder has the better record right now. They're 64-13. We're 62-15. So we're 1-2 up there. So I'm hoping we go far in the playoffs. I think Oklahoma's going to be real tough to beat. But mom's excited. You know, it's always nice when you have somebody in the playoffs. That's for sure. That's for sure. And let's see what else has been going on. Big Daddy's not doing too good, guys. He needs back surgery, we think, and he's moving really slow, using his walker, and not doing too good. I'm doing okay. Still fat and sassy, but I'm here. And
Fat and sassy.
Yeah.
Tonight at 11.
Still going.
Peggy's missed it. She's fat and sassy. Let's talk about it.
Still doing my jazzercise 3 times a week, and luckily, knock on wood, mom's still good and mobile. So that's always nice to be able to keep moving. Everybody, yeah, because I see how your dad is struggling, and it's not fun. Not fun. That's for sure. That's for sure. And anything new on your end, JT?
Busy as hell.
Yeah.
1,000 projects in the works. But before we, so we're going to dive into, we're going to do our scores of the month first.
Oh, we are?
Before we do that, I need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought we'd lead with that and then be done with it.
Yeah, that's fine, huh? That's fine.
But before we jump into that, we got to wish my mom and dad a happy anniversary, since their 61st is coming up. Is it Monday or Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, mom and dad have known each other for 71 years.
Yep.
Married for 61 years.
Yep.
And big day is Tuesday. And when do you leave for Florida?
I leave Wednesday, the day after our anniversary. I thought
Happy anniversary, honey. I am off to Florida with the girls. Bye.
I know. I couldn't leave on the day or before, so I thought I better wait. But nothing like a girl vacation. I'm going with my sister and my girlfriends, and so we're looking forward to it.
Look at these young
Oh
kids.
my God, look at that. Mom had auburn red hair then at that time and long hair. What you guys don't see me in long hair very often, that's for sure. But back in the day, I had the long hair. But yeah, I met Regan when I was 11 and he was 12, and we started dating almost right away, you guys. And for the next 10 years, got engaged on New Year's Eve. And when we got married on April 8th, it started with rain in the morning and it was snow by nighttime, 3 inches on the ground.
See, that should have been an indication you should not live in Ohio anymore. If it's still snowing in April and you're not in like a mountain range somewhere, it's time to move.
Get the hell out, right?
Stacy's company offered us to move on their dime in the fall of 2000, and I couldn't pack the house fast enough because they moved us to Southern California, to Long Beach, California. So I left winter behind, and I haven't missed it in the past 25 years one bit.
Thank you all for the happy anniversary wishes, gang. I appreciate that. I just wish Daddy was feeling a little better. Kind of tough.
Yeah.
Kind of tough.
All right.
Let's move on, huh?
Let's hop in. And now it's time for our scores of the week. These are the items that you should be on the lookout for when you're out thrifting.
Okay. All right. I have sold Lumasources over the years, everyone, and I've never passed one up, and they've always have sold very well for me. This was the Plasma Brain. I did pay $20 for it, but nice sale, as you can see. Sometimes when you see those, you're probably going to pay more than a Peggy quarter on something like that. So, but always look for the plasma stuff. Lumasources, they sell very well.
By the way, if you're new here, we keep referencing a Peggy quarter because in the northeast part of Ohio, my mom tends to find most of her stuff for a quarter. I mean, things that are worth hundreds of dollars she'll buy for a quarter, and they'll be asking 50 cents and she'll talk them down to a quarter.
I have done it.
So that's what a Peggy quarter is, in case you're new and you were wondering all about that. Now, I'm always going to throw in bonus tips when I can. When you have something like this, you most definitely have to have a video of it working, because no one else will. You'll be the one that and you'll get the sale.
Yep.
Look how awesome that looks. I wish you would have done it
darker.
when it was a little darker, because it would have been. Can you imagine seeing that in complete darkness? Because it would just be
pretty
just
cool.
That
It's a cool piece, real cool piece. Yep.
Another Costco cart. Come on,
another Costco cart, you guys. I mean, I can't tell you enough times. Don't pass them up. They sell. That was my last one. Again, I'm always out of them because you don't find them all that quickly. But I think this one I did. I paid a whole $5. I did pay a little more money, but that's usually the ballpark that I would spend 10 and under on the Costco carts. This one was in pretty nice shape, and got the full $105. Paid $5, got $105. So
Costco, how many think you've sold over the years?
Oh, I'll bet it's been pretty close to 20, probably. I think over the years. Mm-hmm.
And I check my mom's solds a couple times a day. I always send her a little message when I see her sell something cool. And I saw this one sell, and we have this exact cart sitting out by the shipping table for like 5 months now. We just needed to clean it. I'm like, clean this thing. Let's sell it. My mom just sold hers.
And when I ship those, everybody, for those those of you who are new, we take it apart. We take it all apart, so it folds up real nice, and so it's a lot cheaper to ship. Yeah, it's for darn sure.
Yes, I'm good at Monday morning quarterbacking, Kevin.
Yeah. This particular snowman, I bought this because a lot of you know that have watched our shows in the past. We had a show about Bonnie Barrett, Boardwalk Originals. This is a kind of a copy of it, I guess I should say. But in my title, as you will notice, I did put Bonnie Barrett style.
Oh, keyword spamming.
I know, but I did put that in there. The snowman board, I did paid $5 for it and did sell it for the 99. So, but those boardwalks signs, they sell well. I mean, Mom sold all of hers. Remember when I pulled them out of the basement, didn't know how much money I had sitting in my basement, and did real well with that. Okay. What do we got? Oh, I've talked about this in the past. Those of you who remember Paul, I think it's Detlefson. I found this was for $2.50. Sold that baby for $130. And I think the shipping was high. When people want something, they don't care. They don't care on the shipping, everybody. So I would say don't pass them up. If you find them cheap enough, they're big. They are a big item to ship, but I've got one left, Jace, to sell. So always a good seller. Who knew? Oh my goodness. Water skis.
What? You sold water skis? Oh my gosh. My mom sells so many water skis.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate, Jace. I mean, that was early on that we decided to try water skis when we first started selling on eBay. And again, I did pay $5 for the pair, but I took a best offer of 67 on those. So
Nice.
came down a little bit. Yep. Okay.
All right, my turn.
Woohoo!
This is why I teach you about tiki mugs. I sold this one Friday for $550. I sold $5 last week. I might have a couple more showing up, but it was $550, $400, $250, $250, and $80.
Fantastic.
That's just 5 mugs. That's like $1,400 in mugs. So, granted, you probably won't find this one, but there is money to be made. And although this is not an object that moves or shows plasma or anything, but I like to use the turntable. I throw a little extra music in there, but this just gives you a better feel for the item than just a flat two-dimensional picture.
Nice. Who's that made by, Jay?
Monk Tiki.
Okay, got it. Nice.
Okay, I wanted to share this because Record Store Day is Saturday. This coming Saturday, and this was the free tote I got as I was leaving with my records in 2019, and I have 2 of them around here. My assistant saw them. She goes, "Are you using these?" I go, "No." She goes, "They're worth money." So sold one right away for $25. So the free tote I got at Record Store Day, and I got 2. So that means I'm taking $50 off the money I spent there with the free totes.
That is crazy. Ooh, nice. Oh.
Okay, this is a fun one. I took a best offer of $85. I bought this from a famous person.
Oh.
This was a plush of Penn Jillettes.
Oh, no kidding.
As in Penn and Teller. He had a garage sale 10 years ago, and I had already rung out, and I saw this, and I didn't know what it was. I definitely don't know what Takeshi Murakami is, but I knew it was cool, and I said his daughter was running the sale. I said, "How much?" She said, $2. Nice.
Whoa.
So my $2 turned into $85. When you see very weird plush, at least look them up.
Yep, that's nice.
And we don't have rain nor gray days here hardly ever. So what I wanted to point out is sold 2 of these for $40 each. Thrifted them for like $5, I think. But this is your opening shot. Not it folded up standing in a corner. That doesn't show you anything. That's hold on. Come on, mouse move. That's not exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, you need those shots. And then my assistant's kind of short, so we were showing how tall it was. And you'll need this shot eventually, but this is your opening shot right here.
Yeah, that is really good, Jason.
It should have been the side with a buddy walk on it, but it's a London Fog buddy walk thing. But yeah, it worked out well. Sold 2 for $40. Nice. So, Tom, does your opossum have little babies inside of it? Okay, if you're not familiar with 90s streetwear, you should be, because I picked up this Bugle Boy shirt, which was all the rage in the 90s. I wore a lot of Bugle Boy back then. At I think a secondhand store like Buffalo Exchange, and only paid like $9-10 for it because they didn't really pay attention to what it was. And I sold it for $60 on eBay this week.
Nice.
And where's the tag? There you go. You see things made in the USA, obviously made in Hong Kong, made in Taiwan, made in Japan. Those are all very much older. We don't do that anymore.
Oh, okay. Back to me, and I went to a house estate sale, and they had shown tons and tons and tons of cookie jars. I didn't know what the prices were, so I got there bright and early. So I was one of the first 10 in the door, and when I got there, the cookie jars were all $10, and I sold him quickly. I think Jason said, I think maybe I was a little low. I went by what I saw, but I sold them right away for $54.99. You guys, And again,
She didn't dig deep enough. And here's the one thing that Mom didn't do. She wasn't paying attention to what was offered right now. Because things can sell for, let's say, 55 over and over. But if you're the only one with it in the box, active, you can definitely command a higher price.
Right. So I probably could have gone a little more on that one, but you know, still made money, which is good. Good.
Yeah, definitely. But don't. I saw it sell so quick. I was like, ooh.
Okay.
What? You sold the paint by number. Get out.
Yes. Now this is the same, the same sale. Okay. And when you had to go through the garage before you could get into the house. And as I'm going through the garage, down on the floor, and I see this partially sticking out. And I said, no, maybe I should look at it. But I kept on walking because I wanted to get inside. I wanted to beat the crowd, so to speak. So then I decided to go back the next day because this was a close sale for me. And there's the same thing is still in the garage on the ground. And I pull it out, and there they are. There's this one and two others, an elephant, and what the heck was the other thing? Anyways, 3 of them. They were marked $2 a piece. The second day was half price day, so I bought it for $1, sold it for $49.99, and I've got the elephant up for the same price and whatever else it was. I forget what else.
I have a similar tiger up, and no one bought mine.
Yeah, well, see, you got to be there at the right time, I guess, right? Okay, this item.
You need a bigger mannequin, Ma.
I know. Well, it's a 4X. I got nothing, to fit a 4X.
Yeah, I got
you. So I did the best I could. But when we go to our tiki events, they have a shop, a swap shop, and you bring items, and then you can take items. So when I was at this table, so that particular dress cost me nothing because I just exchanged for something. So that cost me nothing, and I did sell it for the full price of the $49.99. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So then at the next one, Jace.
Come on.
Okay. This was also a free item.
Wait. Hold on. This was in my hand. I'm like, I put it back down.
I know. I remember. And I said, how could you pass up a Disney, a Tiki Enchanted thingy? I'm shocked that you did. So that was.
I was just mad it didn't fit my big noggin, and so I just set it back down.
And Mom sold it for $50. So two zeros, and I made $100. So you gotta keep your eyes open. You never know. But that was a fun one. Actually, that was a nice hat, Jason. I'm sorry that we didn't do that. This was your dad's find. This was this flying fish reel. We did pay $35 for it. But still made good money on the sale. So it was brand new in the box, because you'll see I'm saying new, and didn't take long to sell, Jason. It sold pretty quick.
Is this an old listing or a new listing?
Not too old.
What are these 2 different color tablecloths? I didn't really pay attention to.
Well, yeah, remember I told you that we talked about that. What an awful picture it was.
Okay.
Because of the way if you click on it, it doesn't look quite that bad, but it did not look good. Yeah, it was a terrible.
Here's a tip: don't use 2-color backgrounds.
No. I don't know why he did that, but he did.
Sometimes my dad goes rogue.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, here's another
nice sale.
This is more of a mug bowl because it fits a lot of liquid in it. It fits. Did I put in? Oh, I didn't have the ounces in there. But this again, use your videos. This one I sold for $400. And you'll see how big it is on the back here coming up.
That's something else.
So you can see it's a big sucker.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, more tiki mugs making me more money.
That's great.
This was thanks to my mom. If you've been watching us for a while, she showed these 1940s paper mache pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns in the past. She's made good money. This was in a lot of little stuff. And so I paid $20 for 10 different things. And this sold right away for $80. Yeah, right away.
And don't ever pass those up, everybody. If you find them cheap enough.
And he had these drips and this little damage on top here, and boom, so fast my head spun.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I mean, they're. Yeah. Mom found 2 of those years ago before any of you kids were born. Dad and I were out scavenging. 2 of them for a Peggy quarter each. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That's crazy.
All right. I approved this listing. My assistant listed it. I didn't double check the pricing. It sold so fast, faster than that pumpkin. It sold in 17 minutes. And I looked at what was available for sale and what has sold. And I'm like, I think this should have been 100. 1976 RKO King Kong plush toy with the tag. And I mean, again, it was in a lot of stuff.
Yep.
I think I paid $5 for it total, but made good money. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
this should have been $100 for sure.
Yeah, that's a good one though. You did good.
Okay, we've talked about this in the past, and I had found, well, actually, I found one forever ago, and then it just sat in this corner forever. And I said to my assistants, I said, I was gone for a day. I go, here's like 4 games we got to do. Take it all out, make sure the pieces are there, and then set it up a little bit so it looks like you're in mid play. And they also, because this one has sound, so they're showing you that the electronics work, because oftentimes with games from the 80s, early 90s that had electronics don't work no more. So to show them working, boom, sold so fast, $150.
Amazing.
So Mall Madness, it was up, and then for years it kind of dropped, and now it's back up again. So even with everyone having phones and iPads, they still want to play this game.
Yeah, Mom's never seen that at all.
Okay, who doesn't know about Harvey's purses? Anyone? So Harvey's makes purses out of old seatbelts. They've done a lot of co-branded stuff. They do Disney stuff, Shag stuff. And I'd already rang out at Buffalo Exchange in California. And as I'm leaving, I see this hanging on the rack. It was $20. I picked it up, bought it, obviously, went back and rung out again. And it was brand new. So got the little plastic on the zipper pull. Listed it, sold like 2 days for $100. And that was at a premium, and it sold so fast. So I mean, I definitely got good money. But yes, keep your eyes open for Harvey's purses. They're made out of seatbelts.
Yeah, those are cool. Very cool. Okay. All right. We hit this estate sale and had a bunch of different things. And the water skis that you saw earlier came from that. But this was a hydro water knee board. And that, let's see, I ended up only, you see, that was knee board. I only paid $4 for that, you guys. But they, I just want you to know the shipping on that board was $58. So they're, if they want it, they spend it. So I just want everybody, don't shy away from your big items. You still can make good money and just charge the shipping correctly. That's all.
So I got a question for you.
What?
How often do you spell Quicksilver with 2 Ks?
Oh, that's a bad one.
And you still sold it.
Yeah, and still sold it. Yeah,
there should have been a red squiggly line underneath.
Yeah, I don't know why they want it, because I always hit the preview, but a double K didn't catch it when you're looking quick. Yep. Son of a gun.
What's this awesomeness?
All right, this it was another estate sale where I bought a bunch of stuff, and they happened to have this Michael Jackson program with a ticket. And I bought $1 for that little deal and sold it.
That's like a Peggy quarter.
Yeah, like and sold that for the $90, you guys. So his stuff still sells. Yep.
Where to did she sell? Wait, dang it. Did she sell the knee board or what, Tom? But by the time, so you guys, the audience is actually about 30, 40 seconds behind. So by the time a message comes in, if you're not super descriptive, we've been on to 2 more things or something. And so make sure that when you ask a question like this.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to know where. I think he wants to know where for the $58, where did it go? That's what I'm guessing.
I'm assuming so, but just to let people know.
Yeah, I think he went to North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. And actually, I did refund him a couple of bucks because it wasn't that bad. And I did that. Yeah, go ahead, Hank.
I'll say the Michael Jackson thing and the thing we're about to talk about was in the same estate sale. It was all rock and roll stuff, memorabilia, as you can see, DVD, CDs, records, reel-to-reels, cassettes, pictures, everything. So Mom showed it to me. I went through everything with a fine-tooth comb and said, bid on all these things. I'm going to bid on a couple of these things. But here's what you want to win, and here's your prices. And what'd you pay for this Celine Dion autograph ticket stub?
$1.
I think I need my cut.
I know. I mean, even though she's still alive, I mean, something like that, still people want that, everybody. So yeah, we got lucky with that batch of goodies. We really did. So I'm ahead of the game on that.
And you might think that this is my sale. Oh my gosh, $150 CD. But if you look at the name right here, that's not me. That's Mom. What?
Yeah, I got lucky. That was in a stack of CDs that I was going through. And when I thought, well, I got to check them all out, see what they're worth, because basically I ended up paying $2 for the CD after all the lot that I bought. And Jason says, "Oh, Mom, I think you got a good one here," and he was right. Oh my goodness! Now, Jason, you didn't show the Cookie Monster one. That was the one that got misplaced.
Oh, it's coming up next. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
So you said you accepted a best offer. What was your
Oh, yeah.
offer?
I'm sorry. Yes, I accepted an offer of $95.
$95.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So
yeah, my mom is kicking ass at selling CDs. So I am going to have a class coming up. I was hoping to have a date and a sign up by now, but that didn't happen. But we'll very soon. You too can be buying CDs for $2 and selling them for $100.
That's right. Yep.
This is not the average Footloose. Obviously, this is a super audio CD. It's a very special CD. And we will talk about this in my upcoming class.
Nice.
And then this is amazing.
Yeah.
Not so much, but the after story.
Okay. All right. So when you saw the Pillsbury Doughboy cookie jar, this was at the same estate sale game. So I grabbed that one. I grabbed the Pillsbury one. And, that one did cost me $10. Which I sold for the full price of $54.99. Now, as Jason said, I got the nicest note back from the woman that purchased this. Because she asked me, could I have it to her by the weekend? I said, if you pay me right away, I'll get it out right away, and you should have it in time. And then she got it, and then she writes me this nice note, and she wanted to thank me so much for being so efficient and quick, to get it out. Her husband had just recently passed away, and his ashes I'm getting goosebumps. Were to go in that cookie jar, and this
will be his urn.
This will be his urn, and guys, when you hear stories like that, it just is all worth it, isn't it? Because I've gotten nice notes over the years, but this one hit me the hardest because that was
better not leave it on the kitchen counter, though.
Yeah, no.
Going for a cookie ended with a handful of dab.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Tony Bucci has a question. Why not ship the CD media mail?
Because it's about the same price nowadays, Tony. Media mail and ground advance for 4 ounces.
Right.
Pretty much the exact same price. So might as well ship it a little bit faster.
Yeah. It'll get there quicker. So
media mail ain't as cheap as it used to be. Now, it is when you get to heavier things, but 4-ounce CD,
no
difference really.
Right.
Like we're talking pennies.
Yep. So, and that's my haul.
All right, let me finish out my 5 scores.
Okay,
back to CDs. I have no effing clue who Necrogoblicon is, but they had it marked at $30 at the store, and it was autographed. And I'm like, okay, they priced it for the rarity of the CD, not for the whole band signing it. And let me tell you, when people go, well, how do you know it's the real signatures? People fake Mickey Mantle signatures. You do not fake the bass player of Necroglobicon's autograph, okay? But a fan of them will want this CD, and as you can see, I spent $30 and I sold it for $106.
Yep.
So
that's very nice.
Record stores know they're doing to a degree, and I know better. I've always known better than record stores because typically the people working there, they have not been doing it. They're not even been alive as long as I've been doing it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I bought this at the same record store for $20, and I did. It was a very rare cassette. I did have it at an ultra premium for a while, and then it'd been at least a year. Someone offered me $80, and I took it. I still made nice profit. On one cassette. But I was hoping for that person with stupid money and just wanting to get it quick, kind of thing.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Okay, we're gonna end up 3 of my scores from Discogs. Oh, I gotta get rid of that. I forgot to leave some space. Hold, please. Girl Talk is the DJ that my wife and I love, and I picked up his record, I think out of the same record store too. They had priced it at $25, and I sold it for $80, and it was only listed for maybe 2 months.
Nice.
And now we're gonna get into some crazy prices. This is the score to the Poseidon Adventure starring Shelley Winters, which I sold for $95.
Jeez.
That is CD. I paid, I think, $15 for it. So that was $95. How about the soundtrack to Spaceballs, which I just watched the other day, for $125? That is also CD. I did pay a little bit more for that one. I did pay $35 for that one, but knowing it was worth more than $100. And then finally today, nope.
Yep.
You were supposed to see that. That was it.
You close your eyes.
Close your eyes till only a few minutes. All right, so that's what we found in the past. Sold it ready, make a ton of money off a good variety of stuff. Mom, what'd you get?
All right, so I have this friend, great girlfriend, who I originally met at Jazzercise years ago, and she has this log cabin on her property that she had tons and tons of stuff that she had decorated it with, over the years of just things that hit her, and they're doing away with the log cabin, and so little by little she's been sending some things over to me, and then she calls me the other day. She says, "Hey, I got a bunch of stuff. You want me to bring it over?" I said, "Sure." So I've seen some of it, you guys, but I got 2 bags here. I don't know what's in it. So this is all
a surprise haul.
Yes, it's a surprise haul, all free from this wonderful friend, and just what I know that I've seen already. I know that there's some very good money. All right, so here we go. I want to start off with the thing that we teased you with.
What is that?
Let's see. How can I do this like that? And then he's got the
my guess is sperm.
Oh.
Mutant sperm has got 17 tails.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it does have, it does. Yeah, I mean, it's like that. So it does have, a hole underneath.
Any thoughts, anybody, what that is?
Any takers on this little fella? What he might have been used for? Well, let me put it this way: it's brand new because it still has a tag on it, Jace.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's an octopus.
Yeah.
But what's it for?
Actually,
that was the question.
Actually, they're calling it on my paper here. They're calling it a squid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so tell us what's it for? My wife's watching. She texted me spoon cover.
Spoon cover. Okay. It is a wine topper.
Could be a rum topper.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. So that's what that is.
Yeah,
all right.
I'll rock that on a bottle.
Stacy's watching good. Stace, look at this.
Kathy, hold that back up, Mom. Hold that back up. Kathy, you know how small this golf club would have to be? Look how tiny that is.
Hey, this is pretty tiny, guys. Here's my hand.
The golf club head would be that long.
No, just to give you an idea. Okay, since my favorite daughter-in-law is watching, look at this neat pirate statue. I think it's cast iron. It's quite heavy.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So if my daughter-in-law,
it'll look awesome in her and Stacy's bathroom.
I would say if my daughter-in-law would like this, I will be glad to have this come out to Vegas. But yeah, I haven't looked up prices, you guys, because like I say, I'm just opening this as I see you. But cast iron always sells well and brings good money. So I'm guessing this could be a $25 to $50 item, roughly. Okay. All right.
Cast iron piece to share in a minute.
Okay. All right. She had lots of seashells. A lot of you know that Jason and I did a show all about seashells. So I'm going to start out and just show you all these real quickly. See how many of you remember. This is the queen conch.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the key with these conchs is, hold it back up real quick, Ma.
Oh, yeah.
Is how pink it is. Now flip it over.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be beat up a little bit on the other side, but if it's still pretty pink and shiny, that's kind of where you make your money.
Now, this one has the hole in it. So that means they use it for conch salad.
Yeah, they took the meat out of it and used it for food.
Out of it. Okay. All right. This is, how many remember? This is a queen helmet. Okay. The inside's still pretty nice, Jace. Got some decent color.
You'll see the other side.
Back side's a little
beat up, a little boring.
Beat up. So yeah, but you still get money. Okay. Then she did this. Everybody, she had the ball jar is worth money.
Oh, nice.
The shell. So, as she collected, she would put them in different things. So there was this one. And then, she had this apothecary jar. I mean, she's got a great variety of shells in here. A lot that we collected over the years ourselves, Jay. So there's that one. And she put she would find, I guess, her little different containers, to put her shells in. That looks like a king's crown in there, Jason, the big one. No, there's a shark eye in there. Oh, there's a rose tellin. Can you see the rose tellin there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so there's that. And then look at this little tiny thing with all these.
Oh, man, I love it.
Her miniatures. Isn't that cool? That's
very nice.
Just a very, very cool piece.
Very nice free stuff.
Yes. And, okay. Let me see this is, well, that's just nothing exciting. Okay. All right, so let's stick with the shells. Okay, as we showed you that conch shell with the pink inside, they make a lot of different things out of the conch shell. And this is a little server. They look at that. They made the spoon out of that. It's such a
We
gorgeous.
had one of those sitting on our kitchen counter.
Yeah, I know, because mommy had bought one too. So this is my second one. But where do you see this, JT? Made out of
I have never seen that.
Now, me neither. I mean, this is staying home for a while, because that's just really. The tag is still on here. It says conch shell mug. It's from Eleuthera, Bahamas. 2012. So that's all I can tell you. But isn't that gorgeous?
Crazy. I've never seen the mug before.
I know. So that's quite lovely. Okay. All right. I think that's all the shell business, everybody. Oh, I didn't show these two, did I? No. Okay. There's 1 and 1. Okay. Color's great. This particular queen helmet, this is what they make the cameo shells out of, Jason. You know, when they carve the cameo in these shells?
Yep.
This is the kind they use, everybody. So these are worth some really good money when I go to, get those.
I find these this size and bigger all the time in thrift stores, savers. We in a corner underneath a palm tree lamp, we probably have 20 different large shells like that I've all picked up, mainly from savers.
I know. I mean,
but they're good to sell.
Always good to sell. You will always do well with those. Okay. All right. Then she had a bunch of swizzle sticks. Okay. And there's a couple of good ones, Jace, because we got Trader Vic's.
Trader Vic's, very nice.
We also have the small little pick.
Yeah.
Trader Vic's. Okay. And then this one I thought was kind of cool. The fish. It's what does this say? The Pirate's House in Savannah, Georgia. So I thought that was kind of
not bad. I've always wanted to go.
Oh, really? Okay. And then what else we got here? I mean, there's some other good places, but the Swizzles always sell, you guys, whether you want to do them singly or as a group. Okay. Vintage Sleeping Beauty book. Like I said, I don't know prices, guys, too much because I haven't looked everything up. Now, this was kind of cool. Look at this shell, Jason. This is marked Arthur Court Designs, 1977 cast aluminum, everyone. Okay. And these sell in the $25 to $35 range. Okay. And my friend says, do what you want, sell it, keep it, whatever you want to do. So, she didn't want me to feel like I couldn't sell it because she knows I sell on eBay. This is a really cute Christmas ornament of a mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that cool, Jace?
And we all need friends like this.
Yeah.
Just drop off bags of good stuff.
Now,
thank you.
I know this is not exciting, this jar, but look at the
wow. That's excellent.
Isn't that cool? So I don't know if I want to get rid of that or not because that's really kind of nice. So there's that one. And she gave me this stopper, whether to use it for wine or rum or so it's a parrot. So that's cute. Okay. Then she's got a temperature thing new in the box from Eleuthera, Bahamas. I don't know if that's old, Jason. I can't really tell because the box is kind of yellowed. So maybe
definitely looks like it's been sitting around for quite a while.
Yeah, so I would think that might have been an oldie. This is from the Acapulco Princess Hotel and Casino, an ashtray. I don't know if let's see if I do that. There you go. Yeah. So that's kind of cool. And then she's got, definitely into her sea life. This is by My Beach Inspirations. Kind of a cool little plate there.
Yep.
Okay. And then this one. Now this is you're cracking here.
Yeah, heck yeah.
What does this say? Oh my gosh. It originally came from anthropology. How about that?
Nice.
Yeah. And she must have had a certain area for all her different little plates, different corals and fan coral. Those of us, know about corals because we've talked about corals on the show too, everybody. And another one with all the cute seahorses.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So those are her dishes there. Okay. Then she.
Can I hop in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or you got more seashell stuff?
I know. I think we're all done with seashells. Yes.
Okay, let me hop in.
Whatever you got. Okay,
so I have I pulled together the better stuff of a couple saver stops, a couple garage sales, and then the famous house I went to. We'll get to the famous house in a minute. Did you ever see the movie Used Cars with Kurt Russell back in like the late 70s, early 80s?
Oh, I don't think
this is pretty much the jacket he wore.
I love it.
There's the brand. This was at Savers for $9. I had a 25% off coupon. And this will get me it's a 42 regular. By the way, everything you see today is for sale. So there's
Oh, yes.
something you want, hit me up or hit mom up, and we will
Yep.
be happy to cut you a deal, especially since you
Absolutely.
tuned in tonight. So yeah,
Yeah.
this will give me some good money.
That is
Now
cool.
here's my question for the audience. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, he talks. He's not talking anymore because he needs fresh batteries. Every sold in the last 3 years, none of them were sealed in the bag. So now here's my conundrum.
Mm.
Do I leave it sealed and tell people to put in spare batteries, or do I tear it open and fix it?
I say keep
Because
it
if
sealed.
they say it don't work, then I'll have to take it back. My wife votes for sealed.
See, I vote
What
sealed.
do you guys say?
Yeah, I vote sealed.
I so wish it would work though. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo, the pooiest poo.
Okay, so far we're getting sealed.
Leave. Okay. But anyway, this is like a $50 to $60 plush. In case you find one. Yep.
Super.
Yeah. This is what I call a 70s disco shirt. There's nothing really specific about them, but the last one I sold for $60, so I pick them up all the time. So here's the shirt.
Oh, nice.
Get your disco groove on. It does not have the biggest collar in the world, but here's the problem with this one, Ma. You've never seen this brand before because it is impossible to look up this specific shirt. You ready for the brand?
Okay.
The stupid brand? NASA. not the space aeronautical NASA, something else. And you can't see anything but NASA stuff.
NASA. That's crazy. Jeez, oh man.
All right, speaking of old, this is a Dimitri snow suit, like a skiing suit, not a snow suit, but a skiing suit.
Well, that's cool.
So there it is. But what I enjoyed about this, and I only paid by the way, I paid $5 for this, and I can't find this snowsuit anywhere. I checked and checked and checked. But here's the funny thing: it's made from two things. One's polyester. Oops, did I spell that wrong? And one is I had this already before and I lost it. Okay, it's made from Antron. Whoa. And Antron it's used for like fishing. Like fishing lines are made out of it. So such a weird thing to make this out of. And I might have shown this before. Tell me if I did or not, but I found a problem with it. This is a full coverall suit, short sleeve. And let's look at how awesome it is.
Oh, wow.
Now, if you don't know, my whole office is creepy clowns. And if I was Keith's size, I would be wearing this right now. All right. So clowns everywhere.
Oh, geez.
But here's the bummer. I don't exactly remember where I bought it. Damn it.
Oh, shoot.
I thought I bought it at Buffalo Exchange, but this doesn't look like their sensors. So now I got to find somebody who has a sensor thing like this and then take it off.
You know Buffalo Exchange well enough to at least start there because sometimes
yeah. Next time I'm down there, I'll stick my head
just take it off. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because don't do it on your own because as most of us know, there's ink in those suckers and when you try and open them. Yeah.
Okay. So yesterday, I'm sorry, what? Oh, really? Oh, okay. All right. My producer tells me we have a special guest this evening. Oh. So why not? Let's bring this special guest on. Who could it be?
Who is it?
Hello.
Hi, Stace. Oh, I love the ears. Is this our Energizer Bunny?
Yes.
For those you don't know, it's my lovely wife, Stacy. And also, in case you don't know, we currently live and work in 2 different states. We see each other as often as we can, but Stacy's currently in Tempe, Arizona. I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. And when I'm not there, Stacy's like, what should I do in the weekends? Guess who goes thrifting almost every Saturday now?
Way to go, Stace.
Yeah, because it's either that or I can only run for so long, and then I got to find other things to do. So I figured I would just pop in and give you some pointers.
Oh, okay.
Rookies out there. So So I've been taking some notes
Uh-huh.
as I've been listening to the two of you gab for 45 minutes. So I wasn't sure what to put myself as the title for me because I had so many options, but I think I should have put anti-thrifter because I do it, or reluctant. Ooh, maybe that's better. The more I think about it, maybe reluctant thrifter. Anyways, I have a couple pointers for those of you who maybe have spouses or maybe of those that don't, if you don't really even like to do this. So my number one pointer is never get in line early. I showed up at a thing. They have this thing called the Thieves Market here I guess it would be the first Saturday of every month. It's done until October. It starts at 8:30. I showed up at, I believe it was 11:30 and I still found stuff and I didn't. And I ran into a friend who had been there since 8:30 and I still finished before him. So I caught up and I passed him and I finished. Other thing, I rarely look stuff up. It's a waste of my time. Especially if something's a couple bucks, I'm just getting it because at least we'll get our money back. Every once in a while I'll message Jason, but mostly like if I think it looks interesting, I just get it. And then set a time limit, get through it and get gone. So there you go.
Basically, everything my wife's teaching you is exactly what I would teach you not to do.
But see, there's a few different ways.
Line Friday and Saturday at this special sale I went to.
There's a few different ways to skin this cat. Oh, and speaking of that, so Record Store Day is next week, which I don't know if Jason's mentioned it or might be talking about. Anyways, it starts at what, 7?
7 a.m.
He'll be in line in Vegas at 6.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll in at like 6:57. If it was meant to be, it'll be. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so you want me to show you some stuff that I got?
Sure.
Yeah, Stacy came with a mini haul.
All right.
Okay, so we'll start with these and I'll just start putting away. So this, and again, Jeremy, our friend that I ran into there, is also a tiki person. So I'm like on high alert because God forbid he found something and told Jason that he found it and I didn't. I would never hear the end of it. So
well, the good thing is Jeremy is my size pretty much, and Stacy's tiny, and so she can get in.
Uh-huh.
Plus, dude is so slow. I'm telling you, he's the one I lapped. He had been there for 3 hours by the time I got there. I'm like, how am I catching up to you? So anyways, so these are, if you can see this, Bob Chin's Crab House, established in 1982. Plastic, 2 for $5. No sold. There's a couple on for sale for like one. I think somebody's trying to sell them for $13. Another one's trying to sell them for $18. So
I'm gonna put them in my booth at the Antique Mall for $10 each.
Yeah.
There you go. They'll never know. Okay. So I'm skipping around a little bit. So I was at so my day got a little fapitzed yesterday, but I was going to this sale that was at like a condo complex. And, so just variety of people had their garages open and they were selling stuff. So this lady, bless her heart, was talking my ear off. So there's a couple of things I'm just like, hey, I got a time limit. I got to get going. So I grabbed this thing. It says Jeep on it, and it's definitely Jeep. It's got Jeep all over it. I realized after I grabbed it for $1 that it's missing these straps. I still have no clue what it is. I thought it was probably some kind of storage thing for inside the Jeep, but I still can't figure it out. But it's kind of cool, and it has these little, what do you call these things on the side? To open it up. Maybe for tools, but why would you want to carry tools around? Crossbody, I have no clue. But if somebody knows what it is and wants it, everything's for sale, as Jason said. Okay, so that was that. The other thing I got from her was, with these, hold please. These are Little Mermaid Vans.
Oh, nice.
So Disney and Vans, they were a whopping $3.
Oh my.
And she said she was willing to negotiate. I'm like, I can't.
Peggy would have got it for 50 cents.
I'm giving you your $3. I didn't want to stay there any longer anyways. But these I think are probably, and they're pretty good size. They're big. They're too big for me. I think they're like an 8.5 women's or something. So I think they go for like 25, 30 bucks. And it looks like they were maybe worn once. So
if
Nice.
you need them, you got them for sale.
Yeah, very nice.
What else? Oh, so this is a fun story. So I'm walking around this place and there's a booth that had a tarp with like a whole map painted on it and little X's and O's. She's a self-proclaimed pirate, and apparently she made this map, and we can find a lot of buried treasure in her thing. So anyway, so it was kind of cute. Plus she's also a witch, so I was kind of afraid. I figured I had to buy something. So so they had this table that was just with a piggy bank on it. Just pay us what you think, what you want to pay. I'm like, well, all right. So I found one thing that I will just give a quick little tease because it's for Jason. But here is
Ooh, a necklace.
And then I found this necklace.
Oh, nice.
Right. And
Back
then
it up a little bit, baby. You were too close.
What? Oh,
So you can get the whole breadth of the hold it out like that. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
Now you're talking.
Do I need to use this? I grabbed this.
Oh, very nice. Good job.
Okay. And then I found, which I'm pretty sure these are real.
Ooh, nice, Stacy. Pearls sell really well.
I'm kidding. I'm sure they're not real.
No, but
and then this thing, I have no idea. Ooh, this is like, like a leather strap and some piece of something. I don't know what that is, but I thought it looked kind of piratey. So I got those 4 things. And should we see what everyone else would have paid for it? And then you can see what I paid for it.
Well, we didn't even get to see everything because you're surprising me with one thing.
So 4 similar items.
Okay.
4 necklaces.
Give it that way.
What did Stacy pay for 4 necklaces?
Okay, quarter a piece. You got to do a Peggy quarter, $1.
Well, remember, she was a witch, so it was a little.
Ooh, yeah.
I don't want to be too.
A witch pirate.
Yes. So I did.
$4, $10, $4.
I had 2 singles on me and a $10 bill. So the 2 singles went in the
Woo, nice.
50 cents a piece.
And I felt comfortable doing that just because I didn't actually have to hand her the money so she could see that I was being a cheapskate. I just put it in there and I went and I left. So I think that's good. What else? Oh, I got this thing at some other little garage sale that I went to.
Oh, cool.
More squids.
Hawaiian collectibles.
Nice.
It's not worth really much anything, but it goes with our decor.
Mm-hmm.
I got this jewelry.
Oh, that's cute, Stace.
For $1. Look at this.
Oh, I like that.
And this thing is so
It's all
heavy.
mine, fellas. Back off.
This is like, those things, like I remember my dad in his office had the things where you just, you let one go and it
Yeah.
These are so heavy. I wore it once. I think it's going to hurt my neck, but it's actually pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then here's the thing. And then I'll show the clothes real quick. So this thing, I'm hoping somebody knows. Oh, look.
Uh-oh.
I didn't know that this happened.
What is
it? All right. So here's this thing. It has like mother of pearl or some kind of inlay in it. It has a clip. See where you do this and so you like it attach it to your
belt. So like a
belt,
janitor.
A lapel or a vest. Yeah.
No, you hang your keys on it.
But it's weird that the clip is facing the wrong way. You know what I mean? Anyways, like I could clip it right here.
Yeah.
Then what do I do with it? So I just noticed as I was pulling it up, this extends. And it's for keys.
It's not like a clock so you can pull out and see the time, is it, Stacey?
No.
Okay.
Looks like
I guess badge holder for a sweater edge.
Okay.
So, I don't know. Would you hold a badge? I don't know. Anyways, it was $5.
That's a gamble on that one. Jeez.
I know. So at that same booth, all of the clothing was half off. So I got this. So I guess I should get it. It's a rain spooner. Woo. I think I saw somebody in the chat from Oklahoma. So
it's a rain spooner sooner.
large. Yeah, and it's the Rain Spooner Sooner.
Oklahoma University. OU, yeah, right?
And what did I
Yep.
tell you? I think this. What did I tell you? $35 or $50? I don't even know what. I
What'd
took
you
a
pay for
picture.
it?
5.
Nice job.
Nice. That's good, Stacy.
And then I got this also for $5.
Ooh,
The
beautiful.
lady spent 15 minutes explaining to me how this is such a great shirt because of the coconut buttons. I'm like, I didn't have the heart to tell her. I know. And then I got this bag, which is not vintage, but it makes it look like vintage. It's
Yeah.
vintage copied, local design, made in Hawaii for $5.
Nice.
And then one other thing. Oh, yeah, two things. So I got this. This is Torrid. It's only a size 12, so it's actually a smaller size than it's on the smaller end for Torrid brand. I got that for $5. So yeah. And then you know how sometimes you find stuff you like and you're like, oh shoot, I should have bought more than one of those. So I have these are some of my favorite shoes. These are mine. But as you can see, I don't wear them very often because I'm afraid they'll wear out and then I won't have them anymore. So this guy had almost the same shoe. It's slightly different. You can tell like it has the black piping instead of
And the black laces.
Yeah.
the white and the black laces. And they're not, I don't think they're dirty. I think it was slightly like natural color versus white. So the checkers are a little more muted. So I paid $10 for those. I could probably get $20 or I'll keep them.
Yeah. I
One
love
pair at
that.
each house.
And I forgot one more thing. If you're easily hypnotizable, I would shut my eyes.
Oh, geez.
Ooh. And when I bought them from the lady, I said, look into my ears.
Like I said, fellas, she's mine. Back off.
So I hope everyone learned some lessons. Just go through it. Don't overthink. Don't research. Don't get there early. Take snacks and beverages. And that's it.
All three of us were thrifting at the same time yesterday.
How about that, huh?
Yeah. Different states, but family who thrifts together.
Yep.
All right, Mom, back to you.
Okay. All right. I will start moving through this quickly. She had a bunch of silverware. There's only knives and spoons, but with bamboo handles. Okay.
Come on now. You didn't ask you gotta ask what happened to the forks.
I know that's all there was. Okay. All right. I showed this to Jace real quick because it happened to be right on top of this bag. This is a vintage chalkware parrot. So I should probably get some decent money for that, Jace. Okay.
Basically, reading the screen.
Yep.
Okay. I don't know what the heck this is. It looks like a piece of a coral design. I don't know. I thought napkin
ring?
holder. It might be. It's awful big for a napkin ring, but it could be. Okay.
Big napkin.
Apparently she was into her parrots because this is just a little thing to hang up with a parrot.
Very nice.
Okay. All right. Okay, now this stuff in here I have never seen, so I don't know what I'm going to be looking at, guys. Coaster with a parrot. She's got a plate with palm trees here. It says Gibson on the backside. Okay. And let's see, Ocean Bahamas. Oh, here's a set of 4 of coasters. That one and that one. And then the other 2 are the same thing. So we have a seahorse and a turtle. Okay. All right. Let's see what else is there. Oh, more dishes. A little different. Another palm. Oh, 2 of these are the same thing. And they're also Gibson, Jace. So 2 of the dessert size and 1 looks like maybe a bread size. Okay. Oh, crash. Boom.
And they're all broken.
She also gave me this vintage paint by number.
Oh, fun.
Like a seascape or, ocean or whatever. So I thought that was pretty cool. Don't forget that I know we talked about paint by numbers in the past, everybody. They still sell and they sell well. Don't pass those up. Okay. We're going into a basket that I have no clue what's in here. All right. So she's got this cute purse. Oh, it's a Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama right there. Cute little straw bag. Inside is nice and clean. Very nice and clean. So, yeah. Tommy Bahama. All right. Okay. I'm just going to, we have a little mermaid knitted. Somebody, probably some, I
That's how
don't know.
Stacy's hair looks when she gets up from a nap.
Okay. We have a scarf with seashells all over it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's quite pretty, actually. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? What do we got here? Oh, this looks nice, Jason. Mommy might have to keep this. I believe it's a tablecloth. Yeah. With the turtles on it. Can you see that?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Here's this side. Might have to use that as a cover on something because that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Turtles mean a lot to us because of my brother. Oh, what do we got here? What is this? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just a C word.
No idea.
I don't know. Plastic.
But it's adorable.
It's cute. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. And oh my goodness.
Kathy said, take that straw purse on vacation and then sell it when you get back. Yeah, Mom carries the most gigantic purses ever. They'd be way too tiny for my mother.
Yeah, I couldn't do that one. Oh, just little napkins. Okay, now we have bottle caps.
They're drinking a lot of land shark beer.
A lot of land sharks. Are they all land sharks? They could be all land sharks, Jason. I think they are. You think those would sell?
Some crafter might.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
In quantity, yes. If you had two, you would not try and sell them. If you have a bag full, absolutely.
Okay.
Probably make a shark out of the land shark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I say, I think that that is all. Here's just a little soap dish that is a seashell shell. She was into her shells as well, as you can see. Oh, there's this. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hey, Sammy.
Yeah. Okay.
I like how the stuff's coming from all different angles now.
Oh, I know.
Over here, down here, up there.
Well, this is full of sand. It says sands on it.
It says sand, so it doesn't lie.
Bahamian Brewery, Freeport, Bahamas. Okay. So we have a bottle of sand. Okay.
Any NASA Royale in there?
I wish there was. All right. So what do we got here?
Any big stuff? It's coming, Joanne. So big, it's not in the office. So it's coming. And guess what? Guess who else has big stuff?
Yeah, Mommy's excited. Christmas ornament of a Nautilus seashell. Those of us who know that. Okay, we can pass on that. Looks like we've got some oysters and a stingray.
Interesting.
Different, to hang up somewhere. Okay.
Little wind chime action there.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So she's got a bunch of these ornaments. There's some more. So I can put those all together and sell them. We got.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And they're all in silver, so that'll be a grouping.
Yeah, as you break all of them.
Yeah, no, I know. We gotta be careful.
Let's take all these fragile things on top of each other.
Okay, it looks like she's got some hand-painted Christmas ornaments. And here's this one. Okay.
Very nice. Yeah, I see a big lot coming up here.
Yeah, me too.
It's your beach Christmas ornaments for your beachy Christmas tree.
Okay, here she's got some more shells on a string. Okay. So you can see what I'll be grouping together, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, then she has these starfish, candle holders for your little tart thingies. Okay. Oh, then she had, I'm going to switch gears on just a tad on this side. She had a whole bunch of match books. And so I started going through them. This is Holiday Isle, Jason. That's from Isla Morada, which is no longer there, that hotel.
No.
Stardust.
Probably just finally disintegrated.
Yeah. And Trader Vic's.
Which one?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's a full. So that's kind of good.
Nice.
Okay. And there were some other ones, but not, one was the Shard Lakes Inn and Gilded Cock Tavern, Jace.
Wow. That's old.
Okay. We have another ornament. Old World Christmas of a stingray. So we got ornaments. We have, she's got lots in shells, doesn't she? Another little candle thing with the shell. All right. Let me see what else is exciting in here. Okay, she's got a seashell with fake sea glass.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute. I mean, you can use it for decorating. Another soap dish. Okay. Let me get that down. All right. And
Mama's gone downstairs to the basement.
we have some sand dollars. Okay.
Nice.
And oh, this whole box here looks like it's a bunch of coral, Jace.
Ooh.
Oh, sure does.
Yeah. So she's got some interesting pieces in here. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oh, look at that! Look at that with the coral, still on it. That's
Yep.
cool. Yeah. So that's heavy too. That is heavy. All right. And what else do we have here? Almost down to the nitty gritty. Oh. Let's see. We have whatever that is. Another mermaid, I think. But looks like she's got the people for Jimmy Buffett and some other stuff in here for Buffett. Let's see what else she's got.
Just remember, if you're going to sell Jimmy Buffett stuff, there's 2 T's in his
Yep.
name.
That's right.
Most everyone forgets the second T.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of things of on Jimmy. There's that. More than a singer. What's this one? Buffett's Margarita blends. Okay. Oh, this is when Margaritaville opened up in Cleveland. Here's Pirate's Life on Jimmy. I'll be saying hi to him next week when I'm down there. And a bunch of different articles, just on Buffett. Okay.
You say you're almost at the end? I got more stuff to show.
Yeah, well, I got things. I mean, the other things, you know what I mean? The big things.
Okay.
We got Message in a Bottle, Land Shark.
Maybe it's to a buried treasure in the Keys. You should probably read that.
And yeah. All right, so that's all the free stuff from my friend.
All
Okay.
right.
So, you have things else you want to show before I show the remainder?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So yesterday, Friday and yesterday, I was at Lonnie Hammergren's house to buy stuff. Now, if you don't know who Lonnie Hammergren was, he had the most famous crazy house in all of Nevada, right here in Las Vegas. Look him up later. Look at his house. It's nuts. I've been in it many times. He bought 3 houses and made them all one, and then he would buy every big Vegas collectible and add it to the roof, to the outside. He joined 2 houses together with a walkway, and as you entered the one house, you went through the giant pink egg that used to be part of the Liberace show. Liberace would come out of this giant pink egg. It was now an entrance from one house to another across a walkway. There's a roller coaster on his roof. Crazy stuff. So he was on Hoarders. You might have seen him on Hoarders. And he bought so much stuff, he ran out of money. He was a very famous brain surgeon. And then he was lieutenant governor of Nevada for quite a while. So he had big auctions when he was alive of some of his bigger stuff. We went to him. I won a couple things. But someone bought the house with all, and he has since passed, bought his house with all the content still that didn't sell. So they've had a couple garage sales, and they're going to have another big auction. So I went to the garage sale day one, and I didn't do so well, but I did find a couple things. I did find these badass blue cowboy boots for $15. Now, I don't see a brand, but they are made in Mexico. They are nicely worn in, so they're ready to go. Not too bad on the bottom right now, but you don't see blue too often. I mean, you see blue if it's a fashion boot for a woman, but not for actual cowboy, and so that's pretty cool. A couple shirts on the rack. Shirts were like $4, I think. So it's dogs riding motorcycles. It's from the Harley Davidson Cafe, but it doesn't say Harley or the cafe anywhere on the shirt. So they just bought this generic shirt and threw their tag on it, but I'll definitely sell it. And then I missed this one. Luckily, my assistant was there and she grabbed it. So this is Kaleo. There's the brand.
Nice.
And it's got some World War II bombers on it. So this is like a $35, $40 shirt. And then these they were still in the plastic and had the dry clean tag receipt from 2023. The brand is Clearwater Outfitters, not the greatest brand in the world, but these are both Christmas. So there's Santa in the woods of Vermont on a Harley, long sleeve. And then there is Christmas guitars. So both these at Christmas time will get me $30, $35. But here's the funny thing. Now, Lonnie wasn't a 8-year-old going away to camp, For some reason, his name is written on the tags and the shirts.
Oh wow.
I'm like, it's like your wife writing your name inside your underwear. Where are you going that you need to have that written there? Found this little guy. He's from the Star Wars Cantina band. Not to really flip, although he was $1 and he's worth about 12. It's going up in my
booth,
my shelf of pop culture fun stuff
oh,
up there.
Oh my, oh my.
And then lastly, and this is from day one. This is my question mark. I think it's cool. So this company called Silicone Gaming came out with the first video slot machine. And they were doing graphics way back when into slot machines. You know, in the old days, they were actual reels that would spin. Mostly they're digital now. And so this is a lab coat that's only dirty from the dust around the sale. But obviously, they were debuting this at some expo. And there is Professor Jack Potts, chief gameologist. So there's nothing to look up. This is probably one of one. And the company got swallowed up by a bigger company rather quick. So this is a cool piece of gaming history. I just got to make sure I label it right and hopefully find the right buyer. Maybe I'll hang it at one of my friends' booths at the antique mall I'm in, where they could actually hang long clothes, because I just have a glass display case.
Jace, Joan would like to know what size the blue boots are.
Oh, they are coming back. Good catch there, honey. Thank you. Oh, they are 8.5. Regular width, 8.5D. Is that in your? Is that what you're looking for, Joan? Okay, now I went back day 2, and that's when I found a Peggy size thing. But we'll talk about that in a second, because we'll give it back to Mom here.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I hit up a antique store in Mentor, Ohio, which is about half an hour away from me, and I see these 2 lamps sitting there, and I'm going, oh my God. So I go over to look at the price tag to see how much they are. And I couldn't really tell the price of the first number. I know the second number was a 5, but I couldn't tell the number on the first one. And I said, well, it could be a 7 or it could be a 2. Okay. So I take them. I call the guy that was working there. I says, look, I said, there's just a lamp here I'm interested in. I says, and I had the one with me. I says, does that look like a 2 to you? I didn't say 7. Does that look like a 2 to you? And he looked at it, and he says, yeah, that's probably a 2. So that meant that it was $25. So there were 2 of these. I already have the one listed. Okay.
I am. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
So gorgeous. Okay. So the other one, I have one up already, guys. And all the grape balls are a deep amber. They call these grape lights pineapple shape. Okay. Do not pass these up if they're cheap. I've got the one listed for $189, and I paid $25. So we cleaned up the leaves. We took off all the dust. We did a really good job on these, and they both light up. They both work very, very well. So $25 each, and hopefully I'll be making some money on those. Okay.
So a suggestion for your title, if you need to have some more keywords, yes. I'm thinking Great Balls of Fire.
I love it, Stace. Awesome. Okay. Then we have this little secondhand store that's in Middlefield, Ohio, which is Amish territory. And they were having their customer appreciation days, and I saw something that I liked, and I went back, but that particular booth, of course, didn't have the sale out. But I didn't pass it up anyways. This is also $25. Hold on, guys. Yeah. It's the orange. Okay. We've got this in here because we're trying to keep it from raveling. So Dad did his little work, but we'll be taking that off. But it was $25, you guys, and these are selling $85 to $100 and in the orange color. So hopefully we'll be doing.
Do you still have a landline so you can test it out?
Don't hear, Stace. I know we used to, but no more. Okay. Okay, Jace, do you want me to show the picture that you have to show a picture of what it actually is that we teased with?
Are you frozen or clueless?
No, I'm clueless. I got to show a picture or something?
Yeah, the one with the black light.
Oh, I didn't have it ready, but yeah, hold on. Yeah, go
All
ahead.
right.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
All
Bring
right.
it out. Bring it out.
Do you want me to show it now?
Yes, mommy.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's appropriate for this time of year.
So
Yeah, totally spaced on that.
if it wasn't for Jason telling me to buy this one, I probably would have passed it up. So here's what it looks like normally. Okay. But if you put it under a black light, it's going to look entirely different.
You needed to talk longer. I can't find the whole place.
Okay. All right. Well, that's right.
So let's so I'll ask a question. So
Hold it back up, Ma.
Okay.
Jason, how did you know to hold a black light up to this thing?
It was in the listing, but she didn't look at picture number 2.
Oh, okay.
Is that an auction?
Okay. Because I'm like, what did you see on here that you're like, ooh, I think we need a black light, like with fine dresses and stuff. You know, but with this, I'm like, how would you even know? So
now looking at this picture, I was telling everyone my mom got an amazing picture that doesn't look so amazing. It looks rather boring, but then black light changes everything. As soon as I find it, I will show you.
Okay. I haven't looked up any pricing on this yet.
There we
Jason.
go.
Okay, you got it, honey?
Uh-huh. Okay, so that's what it looks like
normally
without black light.
Without
Are
black
you ready,
light.
kid?
Okay. And
yep, Jesus riding a donkey out of the city.
How about that?
Now hold it up for comparison.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna bring it back.
Yep, so there's your daytime and there's your black light. How amazing is that?
That is so cool. So cool. Love it.
And I love how the lights in the little, Bethlehem village, light up.
Yeah. I know. Really
Joanne taken by
really
surprise.
Cool. Okay, all right. I've got 2 big things here in the office, and then one I had to do a picture. I couldn't bring them in there.
Now, is that your last 3 things?
Yes, I think it is, honey.
Okay,
oh, no.
So
no. I got this one.
I feel like we were doing the Jerry Lewis telethon.
Okay.
All right, so that one, and then you're gonna have to angle because all we're seeing is monitors.
Yeah. How's that? Better?
Actually, we're gonna make you full.
Down, right?
Down?
Instead?
Better?
No, up was better.
Up was
That
better?
wasn't a taste.
Okay.
You got to try.
So that is a shag print
Uh-huh.
signed by Shag. It's called The Arrival, The Departure, and what's the other one?
I don't know. The
The
arrival.
last one.
Arrival. Oh, a stopover.
Stopover.
Departure, stopover, arrival. Okay. So it's the 3.
Did I see Planet of the Apes people on there?
I did pay some serious money for this because of those of you who know Shag. Shag is a big money ticket usually on things. And but I do have to take it out of this picture frame because the pictures it's kind of rolling. It needs to be flattened out.
Whoever framed it did not do a good job.
And that frame is cheapy anyways.
Yeah. It's not nothing very expensive.
Yeah.
So once we get it going, what do you think value-wise what we might be able to try and sell this one for?
So that one is signed and numbered.
Mm-hmm.
So what number is it?
This is
Don't hurt yourself.
43 of 150.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That
Are we guessing? Are we guessing how
in great
much?
shape, which we're gonna have to fix a little bit.
Yeah.
That sells for a couple grand.
Yeah. So what do you
Like
think?
2,400.
What do you think we might be able to get?
Let's see how it turns out. She's gonna lay it flat. We're gonna put some weight on it for a while.
Okay.
Take a look at it, and then if that doesn't work, maybe take it to an actual professional framer and have to build the cost into that.
Okay.
Not go super wild, but just to get a nice frame job.
Yeah.
Then you can still sell it upwards of a couple grand.
Okay. Woohoo! And
Did
by
you
the
say-
way, I paid $200.
Okay.
$224. I paid for this. Everybody. Okay. All right.
All right, you continue to talk. I am going to do a magic trick.
All right. Okay. Let's see. Oh, well, here I could show. There's one more thing. We got a small.
Is his magic trick leaving the show? Because that's what he just did.
Is that it? Okay. Here's something that we got in this batch of all the stuff from this estate sale. Can you guys see this? There's a turtle in there in this paperweight, and it moves.
I can't really tell.
Can't really see it. Yeah, it's really pretty cool. And I sell these things sell for around $50.
Wow.
This was in one of those boxes with a bunch of junk, Stace.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this, you guys, this is cool. This is a vintage 1970 GE Blue Max Police Light radio. Okay. This was just in the whole bunch of stuff now. Let's see here. And it works.
That's something they should look at. You hit it from behind.
How about that? And it works. Oh my! Oh, there you are. Oh, I see.
Ta-da!
Here's my radio, Jason. Look, it was in that
I
box,
hear it.
box of stuff. And
Does it light up? Does it light up too?
It does. There's a little light in there. See? You see the light? See?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
banana.
this was. Oh, let's turn it back down. This we probably should. It's in around 1970. Dad said as he did the research, and they're selling anywhere from $55 to $90 on the blue.
I say 90.
Okay, me too. I'm with you, Stace, on
Yeah.
that.
Boy,
Okay.
I am epically white now.
Yeah, you are. You
Oh, yeah.
are. So
pretty boring,
you had to
though,
run down. You had to run down to the other house.
No, you think I ran to the other house?
Oh no, you were in the office, of course.
I'm on the shipping table right now.
Ran down the hall. Is what
But
you
I
did.
have such big Peggy things, I couldn't put them in my office.
Yeah. Oh, I'm anxious to see. Now, do you want me to show mine or do you want to show yours? How do you want to end this?
We got left just the one thing.
I have two things that are right side by side, and then the picture.
All right,
that we
let
have
me
to
show a
show.
couple things, and then one with your big thing, then one with my big thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
So I
then,
teased
and then
this
we'll go,
in
or then we'll all go out to breakfast.
Yeah. I teased this in the post today. Picked up this terry cloth towel. Look at the awesome graphics on this.
That is so cool. I love it. Oh my God. You are keeping that, aren't you?
No, I'm selling it.
Are you really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got another one kind of like it. Hangs on the back of our bedroom door.
No, that's really nice.
So I found that. Stopped at a garage sale yesterday, just on the way from one place to another, and they had all these clothes for $2 each. So here's a nice Pima cotton polo quarter zip Ralph Lauren sweater. This is like $50.
Nice.
$2.
Where
And
did you say?
then-
Where did you say you got this?
Just at a garage sale, swinging on by. Oh, but let me show you this real quick. They have the biggest garage I've ever seen. There's the garage.
Yikes. Oh yeah. You showed me. Yeah.
And then
Is it
That's how
big door
deep it
like
is.
for an RV or no?
for an
Is that
RV, but the couple who bought it have 2 Hyundais. Why in the world would you buy this house with this redonkulous garage if you have 2 Hyundais?
They can have big garage sales, or maybe if they're from the Midwest, they like hanging out in the garage when it's nice weather.
Now, some things I do is I'll buy stuff so cheap, like Mom, that they're not worth a ton of money, but I'll take them and trade them right in. So I have a Buffalo Exchange in town. It takes fun shirts like Day Drinking from Deep Eddy Vodka. They'll give me money for that. These pants are Quicksilver Surf brand.
Oh, nice.
This is,
Is
a
that
cool
the brand? Is that the Quicksilver with 2 Ks or just one?
Yeah. Zing. Mom's not even paying attention. She's getting
Nope.
zinged.
No, sorry.
She forgot we were doing a show for a second. This sweater from
Oh, that's cool.
Diane.
That's
Again,
real
that's
cool.
super expensive, but selling it, trading it
Yeah.
in. Cute North Shore t-shirt,
Sweet.
What size?
Yeah.
large.
Uh,
And then real legit army pants. Those are all things. I'm not gonna do any work. I'm gonna take my $8, $10, and then trade it in and probably get like $25. But
Nice.
they had this Patagonia jacket,
Oh,
$10.
nice.
The only bummer is there's
Yeah.
a little tiny hole there. They put a piece of tape. They were trying to cover it with tape. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to take a little bit of super glue and cover that hole, and it won't pop out. I will mention the little hole, but
Yep.
I'll still sell for $50 on eBay.
Uh-huh.
Also, from that garage sale for $10 whole,
Uh-oh.
and this is worth $90.
Oh boy. Oh, nice. Very nice.
And it works. I put a fresh battery in. It's been
Mhm.
ticking around.
Good.
So that's a nice, easy sale.
Uh-huh.
What'd you pay for that?
I paid $10.
Nice.
It'll sell for $90.
Yes, it will.
Okay. I love when I put you guys on the spot. Would you have bought this? It's
Yes.
skinny, so it's not a full lunchbox.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, 3.
Would you have bought
The
3?
last one sold for $80. This is a
Oh, my
promotional
God.
only item. and 249 minus 20%. So
Oh
$2.
Lord. Nice, Jace.
So here is $6. I'm going to turn into $200.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sweet.
Who wants a funny story?
Let's hear it.
It better be
Well,
funny.
you're part of it. You know it.
Oh.
So in this rock and roll auction, like I said, I planned out, Mom, bid on these 15, 16, 18 things. I'm bidding on these 4. And if I win, then if you do me a favor, just ship them to me. So I win a few things. She wins most of her things. Then when she goes to pick it up, one of the things I won was one of the things I told her to bid on. So I bid against my mother until I won, forgetting I told my mother to bid on it.
Could have killed him. Because we backed out because I thought it was going too high. Then when I go to pick up the stuff and I see what he's going to show you, I'm going, well, that SOB. I says, he sucked me right in.
But in the auction, I thought these pictures were 8.5 by 11. They're way bigger. And all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's got the signature of the photographer, and he explains on the back what it is. So here is Ozzy, and here is Gene Simmons.
Mm-hmm. That I was bidding on. He told Ma to bid on.
So my question, of course, is, Jason, did you end up overpaying?
No, I don't. Not once I got the size of them. No, not a bit.
Yeah, I know. But that, you know, and we were so careful not to do that.
Yeah.
You know, because of the items. And I just lost it when I went to pick it up. I said, he won those.
I did it to my assistant the other day too. We usually compare notes on the auctions we bid on, and I won something that she wanted. Like, it's 300, 400 matchbooks. She wants like 5. I'm going to give her the ones, but she was bidding on it and I would bid her.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're not a sportsy outdoor person, still look in that section in the store. Because if nothing else, look at anything new with tags. Because I have not a clue what this is when I picked it up.
Oh, my.
All right?
Okay.
Okay. Anyone guess what this is?
Oh, wait. Is that one of those boards that the kids hold when they're
Nope.
learning how to swim?
Nope,
No?
nope,
Okay.
nope.
Okay.
And as you can see, it's new with tags.
Uh-huh.
Any sportsy outdoorsy people?
I don't know, Jay.
All right. Now, while the answers are starting to come in, it is called the bait shark. And when you go fishing with a kayak, you pull it behind you because the water runs through it and you keep your live bait in there.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So this was $8 and they sell new, which this is for $80.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't know anything, I mean, it had a brand and I looked it up. That's how easy it is. You know, we've had an epidemic in the thrifting board as of late. People doing no research and being like, help me price this. And like, it was a book with an author, with a signature of the author. Like, look that up. That's easy. You know, you get something like this. I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, there's no maker's mark. I got to do some digging to find it. But if you have an item with a brand on it and new with tags, just look up what you see. Easy
Let's
peasy.
put it this way. I would have looked that up.
Yeah. I did pay a little bit more than normal. This was not a Peggy quarter, but I'm going to make good money. I think I paid $35 for this awesome Yoda lamp.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's cool.
Do or do not. There is no try.
There's a little mark on the lampshade, it looks like.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's really cool.
All right, so I went back to the famous person's garage sale yesterday, and here is what I picked up. So I got a set of these bookends for $10.
Oh, my. Oh,
There's
my.
a crazy horse carving in the Black Hills.
Uh-huh.
And they filled it with rocks to keep the weight on it. Only one person has one for sale for $130. So it's not worth that, but you know, I paid $10. I'll definitely get $50. Probably put it at my store or at my antique mall.
Uh-huh.
These took me forever to find.
Wow.
So, oops.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cast iron.
Cast iron.
And the last pair sold, and there has not been a lot of these specific, so that makes it good because they're not common. The last pair sold for $80. I did pay $20, but the last pair was natural. Someone decided to paint these red at some point. And so, but I am not a paint stripper in the slightest, so I'm selling them red.
Yeah.
Well, it makes the money. They had an entire glass paperweight collection. I don't know much about them, but I grabbed the 3 I thought would be cool. Speaking of, hey Stace, where's your little? Are you falling for my mysticism earrings?
Ooh.
I'll go good with this. Ooh.
Yeah.
So these were $8.
That's cool.
The Bergstrom Mahler Museum, I think, is where they actually share all these. That's so this was pulled from the museum. So these are all like $25, give or take. And this one I can't find anywhere. I can find other brands, but this is for old gold filtered
Oh my God. Oh my God. I can still see the commercial on TV.
But no one's had an old
Heard of
gold.
that.
They've had Camel, they've had Marlboro,
Yeah.
but no old
Yeah.
gold.
Old gold. The commercial, Jason, the girls had the box of the cigarettes. All you could see were their legs, and they would come out with the commercial for old gold. I can.
I got one more, 2 more things, and then back to you. Then I'll show you my 2 big things. We'll call it.
Okay. All right. Cute.
Yeah. Jim Henson Muppets, 1998 applause. Still got the tag on it. Not. I paid $1 for it. Worth about $20. The blue one shows up quite often. The pink one doesn't show up too often. And better than a Peggy quarter.
Uh-oh.
Look at these seashell bags.
Oh, wow.
Bam.
Oh, nice alphabet cone. That's
Alphabet
beautiful.
cone.
Yeah, it's in good shape. Any Janonias?
Snail shell from the Philippines.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty. I like that one.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fat whelk.
Yeah.
He's kind of thicker.
Right. A little bit different.
Okay.
Yep, cockle.
Now, this looks like a Florida horse conch. What coloring is this?
Well, man, that's really different. Really different there.
So Florida horse conch is kind of like
Yeah.
the white whale. The when you go shelling, if you find a Florida horse conch, you've done well. But I've never seen one of them in the hues of brown with some stripes. Look at that.
Yeah, Jason, that's really maybe it comes from a different area.
Could be.
You know.
And then last but not least.
Oh, nice. Beauteous.
All 1, 2, 3, 6 for $1.
Oh,
16 cents. I beat you. I beat your quarter. 16
yes,
cents.
you did. And you've got some good shells there.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. That's the thing.
All right. You do your 2 big ones. I'll do my 2 big ones. Then we'll call it a day, everybody.
All
Thanks
right.
for tuning in. Thanks for staying with us. And we'll definitely do more shows. I just don't have the time to go back to a normal weekly thing, but we'll definitely do more shows in the near future. So stay tuned. Also, before we end up here, I am going to be doing a new CD class, all new for 2025. When I taught my first flipping CDs class, I don't know, 14 years ago now or whatever it was. Good content back then, but a lot has changed. Things that were, hot back then aren't so hot nowadays, and vice versa. So that'll be coming up. There'll be a sign up for it, and I have just lost where I am. Did I leave?
Nope.
No, you're here.
I feel like
You're the big in the center of the
I
screen.
know, but let me tell you, it disappeared. Well, hold please.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll finish without you. It's fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
So until I find you, I'll keep talking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so we'll have that sign up very soon. It's probably going to be in May.
Okay.
It'll be like a 2-hour online class with then questions to follow. I will probably focus primarily on CDs with a little smattering of cassettes and records. And if enough people join up and there I am and get the use out of it, then we'll do a CD and cassette one separately. So that is coming up.
All right. You have a question on that, Jason? They want to know how soon. They don't want to miss it.
Sometime in May.
In May.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everyone goes, oh, can you let me know? Can you let me know? Trust me when I say this. When the class is ready, it'll be the banner at the top of my wall. It'll be the banner at the top of the thrifting board. We'll be posting every day. So there'll be plenty of posts. And I'll give you, it won't be like, hey, the class is tomorrow. It'll probably start advertising a month out. Okay.
You'll be like, all right, already, we know.
Yeah. But, when I charge for these classes, you find, look at those CDs I found today. I'm charging way less than the CDs I showed you today. Right. Those all made me hundreds of dollars. So you take my class and you find one thing, boom, paid for it.
Yep, for sure.
It's just profit. All right.
Yep. Okay.
And I share all my secrets. I don't care what my competition says. I don't mind.
No.
I don't mind building my own competition because there's so many CDs out there And I don't think any of you are in Vegas, are you? Anybody? All right, Milo, show your last two big things or
All
three.
right.
I'll show my two, and we're going.
All right, I got the two big things in the picture. You got the picture handy?
Yeah, I got the picture. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. So, let's see, guys. There we are. Okay.
All right.
All right. So the chair on the right, the rattan chair, we actually bought a pair of those in beautiful condition. Leather's in great condition. Each chair was $2.50. So I will be making some serious money. I'll probably sell the pair between $2 and $2.50, you guys, because it's really, really nice. Now that step stool, it's not a Costco. Can you see that very well?
Yeah.
You know, and the steps, go back up into the stool. In really good shape. The leather is great. This is early. This is earlier than Costco's, Jason. So I'm probably going to list that for about $150, everybody, on that. So yeah, that was a good find. Oh, I paid $7.50 for it.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. So stools are great. The carts are great. Stuff like that. You can ship it. Don't worry about it. You can ship it.
Well, here's my teaser for in a second. I'm not shipping the thing I bought. So you best be local.
It has to be a local pickup. I got you. I've done that.
All right. So Mom's last thing is so big it has to reside in the garage.
Yeah.
How big is it?
You'll see, Stace. Okay. We won these two signs. They're metal, old metal, and they're the oh God, I lost the word, Jason. Because they're flexible. They move back and forth, on the sign.
Strings.
Yeah. And I did pay a little bit of money for these. I did pay for the pair, $92. But each one is probably going to sell around $400 each. They're old, they're vintage, and spring loaded. I mean I was surprised that we got them as low as we did, on our bidding in the auction. So I got my work cut out for us. I think we have to clean them up a little bit, but yeah, we should get good money.
Either that or start just selling Salems and Monarchs out your house.
Yeah, right. So that's what I got for you, gang.
All right, here's my big two. So luckily, I heard the old ladies who are running the sale say on Friday, new stuff's coming out on Saturday. So I was first in line. I was actually running late, and I was still first in line. As the years have gone on, people in this town just don't care about getting in line anymore, which is fine with me because I still do, and I get well, we know you. But I got first in, and I was able to survey because it was you walked down this alley between the two houses and then into the backyard. So there was only one path. There isn't like we could go left, we could go right, one path. So I wanted to do better than the day before. I wanted to go quick as possible to see what things I wanted. And I did screw up on one thing, but you only have two hands. I had nobody with me to help me yesterday. So this is my first big thing. Mom has not seen either of these things.
No, I haven't.
This is epic.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. That's a good one.
Let me make me big.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know if it was in a casino, an arcade. Well, good luck here. Got to be some kind of small, way off the strip casino. So that was $20.
Oh, is that all?
Circus. Or
just needs a little cleaning. It's a little dusty.
Okay. That's really cool, Jace.
Just tag off before it makes a mess. And then I will ship this one, but I'm probably going to put it in the antique mall.
Uh-huh.
This is the thing I will not ship. All right. So before I show it to you, Lonnie, as I said before, had a lot of Liberace stuff. And Liberace used to have a museum / performance area / restaurant that we used to love to go to. It's called Tivoli Gardens. He bought a lot of, and in Lonnie's house, the acrylic steps going upstairs, those were from Liberace. He had Liberace's piano and other Liberace things. So I was going to buy this anyway. And the older ladies who have been around Lonnie for his whole life said, oh, that's from the Liberace collection. You got a sweet deal. And here is how you know you got a sweet deal. I looked at this at first and kept shopping. So did everybody else. And then I looked at it again and went, I should probably, look this up real quick and then figure out if I'm going to buy it. And I said, yeah, I'm buying this. And as I walked out, every single person went, oh, are you ready?
Oh, boy.
Like you say, like it was like cart envy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Oh,
my
I
goodness.
couldn't tell. I didn't realize it was that big when you showed it to me.
Yeah, yeah. That is gorgeous. Yeah, beautiful.
So I don't know if it came out at the restaurant, came out of his house. I'll definitely do some searching.
Uh-huh.
But even without that part of it, this is still worth upwards of $200, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
paid a whopping $40.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Good job.
I will not ship this. No
We
way.
shipped one, Jason. We shipped one. I wasn't
I
worth
don't
it.
care.
But we did ship ours. We did. And it
The
made it.
nice thing is in the top, the part that screws into the ceiling, the brand is inside of it. So it'll be
Oh,
easy to look
nice.
up. So
Wonderful. That was so cool.
yeah, I wish it was actual Tiffany, but it's not Tiffany.
It's not. Yeah. But
Are
that's
you sure?
you know, even though it's not Jason, they still bring good money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I looked up, quick look up, nothing was this big
Mm-hmm.
and gorgeous. They were a little bit smaller, and they were getting like 150, 160 for those. So that's
Yeah.
probably a $200 hanging.
Oh,
weight
yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah. If not more, because of where it came from.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
I will put in the Liberace, the Hammergren, put it up in the locals,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sure someone will jump on it. I mean, my buddy's got a booth next week at the antique fair that my mall's part of, and if he's got space in his booth or his outdoor booth,
Yeah.
I throw it on the table, cut him in on percentage, move it fast.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Well, that is it. We got a lot of stuff to list and sell. If you see anything you like, minus my lamp, let me know. We'll cut a deal. We'll get it shipped off to you. And those of you who watch afterwards, thanks so much. Like I said, we don't have time to do these normally anymore, but we will be doing them from time to time. And
Yes.
there was too long of a gap between our last two, so
We'll do better. And
yes,
See
I know
what
you're
Kevin said?
yeah.
What?
And,
See what Kevin said about shipping that? Don't do it.
oh,
yeah, see, no way,
Yeah,
Jose.
yeah. And sorry we ran so long, but we had so much to share.
Yeah.
Hopes that's okay. You know.
And those of you who are watching after the fact, like Tracy, hey, how was lunch, Tracy?
Yep.
Good to see you. Leave some comments down below, and we'll be back soon. But get ready if you want a good music class to find the CDs. Just wandering through Savers yesterday, I picked this up, and that'll be at Christmas time about $20, $1.99.
Is it Oak Ridge Boys? Is that what that was?
Yeah, and I picked this up, which was also $1.99, and this is like $50 right here.
Nice.
So it's there for the taking. CD thrift stores have them. Your local CD stores have them. Garage sales have them. You gotta just know what to look for, and that's what I'm going to teach you: how to find it, what to find, how to list it, how to clean it, how to sell it, and cash your money.
You got it. You got it.
Man, we're out here. Any last words, Stacey? Let it end on you, since you were our surprise guest today.
Well, I would say thanks for joining. Thanks for inviting me, and have a happy Easter, everybody, because I'm guessing we won't see you before then. And Passover, which is coming up, I think, next week, actually.
Right.
I should probably know that. So so this was fun.
It was good. Good to be back, everybody. Go Cavs.
Yeah.
For being thrifty over 50 and selling past your expiration date. My name is Jason.
I'm Peg.
And that's Stacy, and we're gone, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.